So, as you no doubt know by now, former President Barack Obama gave a speech on Friday, and everything in Trump's America is awful, except for the economy. And you know who's responsible for that, according to Barack Obama? Barack Obama, of course. Rather hilariously, he's about the only Democrat who admits the economy is in good shape these days, something that White House counselor Kellyanne Conway used to troll Obama and his Democrat Party during an appearance on Fox News Monday morning. During the interview, Conway touted the economy as something that the media doesn't particularly like addressing. "You can't argue with the jobs, the labor, the wage numbers, the explosive deregulation that's happening, the growth that's happening," Conway said. "We were promised a global recession when Trump was elected. We got prosperity," and then she noted the great irony of it all. "Hey, by the way, I was so excited this weekend. Did you notice?" Conway said. "We finally found a Democrat who thinks the economy is doing well under President Trump, President Obama." Conway thought the one-liner was good enough to put onto Twitter. And it was a pretty good line, considering how exasperated Obama seemed to be about it at his Friday event. "I mention this just so when you hear how great the economy is doing right now, let's just remember when this recovery started," Obama said after touting his putative economic achievements, according to a transcript of the speech from Vox. "I'm glad it's continued, but when you hear about this economic miracle that's been going on, when the job numbers come out, monthly job numbers, and suddenly Republicans are saying it's a miracle, I have to kind of remind them, actually, those job numbers are the same as they were in 2015 and 2016 and, anyway. I digress." Funny, though, he doesn't seem to have checked with his party's own messaging, because just a few months ago, everything was a mess. May's jobs report shows that strong employment numbers mean little to the families hit with soaring new costs under the Republicans' watch, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said in a statement back in June, warning that the president's reckless policies are exploding gas prices, wiping out the few meager gains that some families should have received from the GOP tax scam, as wages remain stagnant. And no, the economic numbers weren't the same back in 2015 and 2016. While the economy was showing an anemic recovery, it still was nothing compared to what we've seen in the Trump presidency. Also, remember that when the economic news wasn't so rosy in the United States under the Obama administration, and unemployment was headed upward, it was all the fault of the Bush administration. Now that the long, slow bounce of the dead cat is gone and the pace of economic growth is finally accelerating and hitting pre-recession levels, do you know who's responsible? Barack Obama. However, everything else Obama doesn't like, particularly racial division and political incivility, remains the fault of Donald J. Trump. Further bulletins as events warrant.